Golden Nails in Vienna is the area's premier nail salon and spa. Family owned and operated, Ivy has over 25 years of experience in the Mid-Ohio Valley, creating beautiful hands. From manicures and pedicures to waxing, you can relax and pamper yourself at Golden Nails. Thousands of styles and colors are available, so you can find the one that suits you best. Make an appointment or just walk in. Get more details online at goldennailsvienna.com. Stop by or call today.
It's a packed house here in Williamstown for this LKC rivalry game between the Williamstown Yellowjackets and the Parkersburg Catholic Crusaderettes. Good evening, everybody. Brian Guthrie alongside Joe Oliverio for what is one of the great rivalries in any sport in the LKC. A couple of AA heavyweights with Williamstown coming in 9-2 and ranked third in Class AA. Parkersburg Catholic 8-1, ranked 7th in Class AA. Always a good time when the Lady Jackets and Crusaderettes lock it up.
Oh, this is exciting, and we've got, we're right at the division line, court level, so we'll have to stay on our A game in order to call the game, but also to make sure we don't become part of the game with a player coming this way or a ball coming this way.
So we got to give our official congratulations to Coach Fred Sorrow of the Lady Jackets. He is the all-time winningest girls basketball coach in West Virginia State history. Picked that up over the weekend when they were down in Logan County, wins over Chapmanville and Mingo Central. But Fred's on the top of the heap.
Fred's on top of the heap with 543 victories.
Wow.
Stan Blankenship had that honor from John Marshall, longtime coach.
I had that.
From Stan. And Stan reached out to Coach Sorrow and congratulated him. And I think they're going to get together for a celebratory event. Two great coaches in the state, but Fred now owns that honor. And that's a great, great deal. But in order to do that, he has to have some players. And,
absolutely, yeah. He's had some good teams.
He's had some good teams over the years, and he's really excited what this team's bringing to him this year. 9-2,
and like I said, they came off a good weekend down in Logan County. Here's their last few games over Chapmanville, Mingo Central, then big wins, of course, over Ravenswood, Ritchie County. Parkersburg Catholic at 8-1, coming off their first loss of the season last week at home to St. Mary's in a game that I saw. Defensive struggle. The final score kind of set by free throws as far as that one goes. It was a lot tighter of a game, but it was really a chess match between Parkersburg Catholic's coach Marty Vierheller and Fred King from St. Mary's. It was punch, counter punch. It was move, counter move, and St. Mary's ended up coming out on top. But Parkersburg Catholic would really like to get back in the win column, especially tonight.
They would, and Coach Vierheller was talking about, the game against St. Mary's was very defensive-oriented, but the ball just really wasn't going in the hole for him on the offensive side. So he hopes tonight to put together both aspects of the defense intensity that they're known for, as well as the offensive scoring threats that they've had.
You got to talk to Coach Sorrow, too, as well, didn't you?
I did get to talk to Coach Sorrow. Like I said, he was pretty excited. He tells us to make sure we take a look at Faith Pickens tonight, 6'2 senior, works hard, probably averaging double-doubles. Riley Landis is a senior perimeter player. Drive, she's short, kind of is the complete player. Then we've got Arissa Burt, solid player, he said. Solid player.
She is. She's a good post player, yep.
And Quinn Bunch is the freshman point guard. He said she's small, but don't let her size mess with you. She's all over the place on the court driving the team.
And fun subplot for tonight, number 13 for Williamstown, Akaya Miller, was a 3-year player for the Crusaderettes before this season and transferred over to Williamstown. We are headed towards starting lineups. We'll take a timeout, come back, and get you ready to go for Parkersburg Catholic and Williamstown right here on CAS 45. Back in a minute. Now's the time to stop by Ohio Flooring in Belpre and Marietta to get the updates for your home you've always wanted. With over 25 years of experience, you'll get the best installation possible, and the estimates are always free. And no need to order when there's over 50,000 square feet in stock. Pet-friendly stain-proof carpet, hardwood, tile, vinyl plank, and more. Call or stop by today. Ohio Flooring, Washington Boulevard in Belpre, and now on the Pike in Marietta in front of Lowe's.
We have been financial professionals our entire career and are deeply passionate about what we do.
Our mission has always been to serve our clients, offer the best services possible, and always strive to do the right thing.
We sincerely look forward to working with you and helping you plan your future.
North Bend Wealth Management will customize an investment path so that when the hills and valleys of life come your way, you are ready.
We operate as a family at North Bend Wealth Management, and you're part of that family.
Rejuvenation Laser and Skin Center wants to welcome 3 new state-of-the-art machines to their location. The Physique targets stubborn areas that regular diet and exercise have trouble with to help you get the results you've been looking for. The Tetra is a CO2 laser that offers fully customizable skin treatments to help improve fine lines and wrinkles, scars, and more. The Pico helps remove tattoos and dark spots by offering laser skin resurfacing with no downtime. Call 740-538-9943 to book your appointment.
Are you going through a difficult divorce or separation and struggling to come to an agreement on custody arrangements for your children? Raber Law Offices is here to help. Justin Raber is an experienced and compassionate attorney who understands the sensitive nature of custody battles and will work tirelessly to protect your rights as a parent and ensure the best interests of your children are met. Don't let custody issues cause more stress and anxiety. Contact us today to schedule a consultation. Call 304-893-9145.
304 Inferno Wood Fire Pizza and Restaurante is now open in Parkersburg. Stop by and try a handmade pizza using only the freshest ingredients. Plus, we have a full menu of fresh pastas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Dine in or carry out. And be sure to follow us on Facebook for specials. Open 6 days a week. We invite you to visit and enjoy a meal with us. 304 Inferno, Covington Way, just off Rosemar Road in Parkersburg.
Listen in as Athletic Director Jill Bryant congratulates Coach Sorrow on his record.
Previous record at 542 wins. Coach Sorrow is now sitting at 544 wins and counting. Way to go, Coach.
So she said right before she came on, he was not expecting that. It was not planned. So they just surprised Coach Sorrow with a plaque and a commemorative ball for his now 544 career wins as a girls basketball coach in the state of West Virginia. Just, it's unbelievable.
It's a lot of
you know
games
how many 10
in
win seasons you have to do that? So let's listen in with PA announcer Matt Minton and meet our starting lineups.
Mary Cody Ruth, number 3, starting for Parkersburg Catholic Crusaders. Jocelyn Thorne, number 4.
5'8" senior forward, number 15, Isabella D'Angelo.
Izzy Angelo.
5'5" senior guard, number 22, Morgan Sampson.
22, Morgan Sampson. And rounding out the starting 5.
Sophomore guard, number 32, Seneca Lang.
Seneca Lang sitting out last year. She was a transfer from Waterford and had to watch all season last year. Has come on as a very talented sophomore for the Crusaderettes this year. Let's meet the Lady Jackets.
Lady Yellowjackets, first off, 5'4", freshman guard, number 3, Quinn Bush. Sophomore forward, number 3, Arista Gordon.
22,
Here's your Lady Yellowjackets for Williamstown. Again, 9-2, ranked number 3 in the state. Head coach Fred Sorrow. Parkersburg Catholic 8-1, ranked number 7 in Class AA. And head coach Marty Vierheller. Brian Guthrie, Joe Oliverio, courtside, literally. Here at Williamstown. And ready to get things underway in this LKC rivalry.
Officials getting ready to toss the ball tonight is Mike
McCorkle. The officials are.
Jim Shalley over by the scores table, and Randy Nieder sitting in at the U2 spot.
Faith Pickens for Williamstown. Izzy D'Angelo for Parkersburg Catholic will handle the honors at the tip, and Pickens will control it. And Bunch will walk it across the timeline for the Yellowjackets. Checked by Sampson out top. Swings it around to Landis, and Riley Landis will lay it up and in. The senior guard gets things going for the Yellowjackets.
Made quick use of that.
Here's Mary Cody Ruth. She runs the offense for the Crusaderettes, and a quick three from her. And Mary drains that one right out of the gate. It's 3-2 Catholic. And here comes the press from Parkersburg Catholic that they live and die with. A lot of their offense comes off of their defense. Bunch is going to get it across the timeline.
Gets it across.
Jocelyn Thorne in her hip pocket over to Landis. Tries to drop it in for Burt. Knocked away by D'Angelo. Stays with Williamstown. Joe, breaking a press is both of these teams are familiar with pressing and breaking presses, and these games have often turned into track meets
because of
Inbound to Pickens out top. She'll go to Akaya Miller. Drives the lane, lost the handle. Pickens has it, can't get it to go. Put back, goes in, and she collects the foul. Faith Pickens' first bucket of the game. We'll see who the Crusaderette foul will go on. Izzy D'Angelo will pick up her first foul, team's first. And Pickens at the line to try to complete the three-point play, and she does not. 4-3 Williamstown.
Oh.
Thorne trying to put
Thorne had Sampson down there.
Thorne trying to put Bunch on skates. She doesn't fall for it. Knocked out of bounds, stays with the Crusaderettes. Just about a minute into this game. And Mary Cody Ruth triggers it into Morgan Sampson. Checked by Burt at the free throw line, and we're going to get a foul on Arissa Burt. It'll be her first.
Put that two hands on and kind of prohibit her from going into the lane. That's a foul every time.
Cody Ruth to inbound. Will lob it out top to D'Angelo with the logo. Hands it off to Seneca Lang into the corner to Morgan Sampson. She will curl in, floater in the lane, off glass, halfway down and then back out. Bunch will restart the offense for the Yellowjackets. Leading by one here early on. Here's Akaya Miller.
I guess, do we call this man-to-man defense?
Landis for three, off the mark. Burt with the rebound, spins it off glass and good.
For her first bucket of the game.
Pushes the lead out to three for Williamstown. Mary Cody Ruth off to Seneca Lang. Working against Arissa Burt. She'll fire the three, too strong. And Burt with the long rebound.
Tell Bunch wants to push it.
Into the corner to Akaya Miller. That one is short, but Bunch.
Rebound by Bunch.
Out at the three-point line. And they'll reset it between the circles. Good pace thus far for both squads. Curling into the lane is Landis, and she will get it to go. Riley Landis has 4. The Yellowjackets have 8. Lang to Sampson. Back out top to Mary Cody Ruth. Checked by Riley Landis. Senior versus senior. They're calling that one a three. It looked like she was inside, but a couple of three-pointers for Mary Cody Ruth. Brings the lead back down to 2. Pickens picks up her dribble and gets it to Bunch. Checked by Morgan Sampson. Landis thought about the shot. Will go baseline to a cutting Pickens. Mary Cody Ruth had her hands in there, and she's going to be whistled for the reach. Second team foul on the Crusaderettes.
Her first.
And Joe, is there a way when somebody cuts across your face like that, is there a way to recover, or is it just foul or a basket?
Foul or basket. Boy, you can tell they're trying to go in hard.
Yep, Pickens underneath, working the post. She'll go off glass and good. 10-6 Williamstown.
Right now, Catholic doesn't have anyone to answer Pickens in the post area.
No,
She's got easy rebounds and easy putbacks.
Yeah, Catholic is terribly undersized at the post position and has been for a long time. Oh, Lang lost the handle, saves it on the sideline, but saves it into Akaya Miller, but she promptly turns it back over. Here's Izzy D'Angelo underneath. Missed the layup, and Pickens with the rebound.
Use that white square up there.
Halfway through the quarter, 10-6 Williamstown. Bunch out top. Thought about it. Now Miller out top to Pickens. Checked by Mary Takoti Ruth. Now back to Bunch. Riley Landis will go cross court to Akaya Miller. Thorne closes out on her, knocks it away. Off of Miller's leg.
Sending it. Catholic ball on an inbound. D'Angelo will bring the ball in.
No pressure from the Yellowjackets here, leading 10-6. How you feel about the pace so far?
Well, I like it. I like it. Oh, nice dish, and
Jocelyn Thorne gets it to go in. Her first bucket of the game. And Catholic press cleared by Landis into the front court to Miller. Miller squares up for a three. That one is too strong. Seneca Lang with the rebound. Crusaderettes want to run. Lang full speed, thought about dishing, goes off glass, won't go. Miller with the rebound. Try to draw some contact, no whistle.
Nope. Letting them play a little bit right now. Still trying to sort out this contest.
10-8 Williamstown. Here's Akaya Miller on the wing. Down low to Burt. D'Angelo can't really do anything, and shot won't go, but D'Angelo will pick up her second foul, and Arissa Burt will go to the line for the first time tonight. Arissa with a bucket already in the first. Talented sophomore for Williamstown. As we'll see our first substitutions of the game as he shorts the first one.
Looks like Meg Rodesheimer's coming in to replace D'Angelo. We're also seeing Anna Costner in for
Akaya
Miller. And someone's going to come in for Arissa Burt here.
I think that's Annabelle Hott. She missed the second one. Pickens, put back won't go, and Lang clears it for Catholic. Lang trying to get something going in transition, has her pocket picked by Riley Landis. Bunch the other way, back to Landis. Back out top to Bunch, and she will set it up between the circles. Checked by Sampson out top, 2.5 to go, first quarter, 10-8 Williamstown. Landis tries to get it inside to Pickens, knocked away by Mary Takoti Ruth, stays with Williamstown. We will see Annabelle Hott come in for Arissa Burt. Parkersburg Catholic just going to try and play post by committee. You've got Mary Takoti Ruth trying to guard Pickens right now.
I think that defines the head and shoulders above.
Yeah. Here's a three on the way from Bunch. Off the mark. And Landis will not go into the crowd to try and save that one. That one was going to hurt if she went after that one. Side out. Catholic has only gotten a couple of shots off that weren't three-pointers so far.
Nah. Jocelyn Thorne's made one.
You have to work outside in when you're that much smaller.
That much smaller, yeah, because they're not going to get in there against. Might stand a chance now with Burt out, but.
Here's Sampson against Bunch. Takoti Ruth in the lane. Off glass, not there, and Pickens will clear it. Landis in the front court to Hott on the baseline. Back out to Landis for three.
Swish. 7 points on her.
Riley Landis having a hot quarter here, up 13-8. She's got half of them.
Cody Ruth looking back at her coach. Okay, what are we running here?
Trying to get some motion underneath the basket are the Crusaderettes. And Cody Ruth wants to wind it up again. Lang curls in, draws all kinds of contact, bodies hitting the floor everywhere. And it's going to be a defensive foul on 21. Makes it 12 or 21?
And 21.
Her first, team second. Meg Rodersheimer out. Izzy D'Angelo back in for Catholic. And Seneca Lang will go to the line to shoot 2. It's the first. It's them both.
No doubt about those going in.
Crusaderettes will put some pressure on here. Let's see if Williamstown can get it into the front court, and they can. Bunch quickly puts on the brakes, waits for the reinforcements to come. They'll lob it into Pickens.
Yeah.
She got position and lays it up and in. Faith Pickens has 6 points. Under a minute to go here in the first. Thorne stutter steps, goes up, and is going to collect the foul. Wild shot, but she drew the foul on Quinn Bunch.
Her first.
Jocelyn Thorne with 2 points here in the first quarter. Her first trip to the line. It's the first. Yeah, Parkersburg Catholic's going to have to figure something out on the defensive end because Faith Pickens, once she has position,
well, and that's what I was going to say.
There's nobody down there to stop her.
Mary Cody Ruth is guarding her, and you can't really afford to have her picking up fouls.
No.
Trying to guard Landis. So be interesting to see what Coach Vierhuttel does between the first and the second quarter here.
15-12 in favor of the Yellowjackets.
Okay.
Catholic with a lead one time at 3-2, and the rest of the way has been Williamstown. Landis for 3. In and out, no good. D'Angelo with the rebound and 30 seconds to work with. Morgan Sampson quickly into the front court, and that's how they're going to do it. They're going to attack the basket and draw some fouls.
Riley Landis picks up her first.
And for the third straight trip down the floor, the Crusaderettes are shooting free throws. Sampson will roll that one in. Her first point of the game. Arissa Burt back into the game for Faith Pickens. We're going to see Meg Rodersheimer check in for Izzy D'Angelo. Sampson to shoot the second. Hits it.
6 for 6. 6 for 6.
Crusaderettes cut it to 1 with 20 seconds left here in the opening frame. Anna Cosner has checked in for the Yellowjackets to Burt in the corner. Here's Haught back to Burt in the corner. She'll go baseline, tries to float it up there, but follows her shot. Won't get it, but will collect a foul, and I think that's going to go on Meg Rodersheimer.
That's my guess. 25, yeah.
And that will put Arissa Burt on the line for the second time in this quarter. 0 for 2 thus far from the charity stripe. The reverse jinx works.
The reverse jinx, 1 of 3. Can we go 2 of 4?
Rodersheimer out, D'Angelo back in. That might be a offensive-defensive rotation for Coach Vierheller as Arissa Burt hits them both. She's got 4 in the quarter.
5 seconds left. Mary Cody Ruth on the drive.
And blocked by Landis, and that's how the first quarter ends. Tight one so far. Williamstown 17, Parkersburg Catholic 14. Back for the second quarter after this timeout. Watching high school basketball on CAS 45.
You've heard of the health benefits of superfoods like blueberries and dark chocolate. Clinical testing shows Terry Naturally's French grapeseed extract surpasses them all on the superfood scale more than 2 million times. Grapeseed extract is one of the most promising botanical extracts in the world for a diverse array of health applications. but it is most noted for its positive impact on the health of heart and arteries, cholesterol, and blood sugar management. Terry Naturally's Clinical OPC French Grapeseed Extract. On sale now at Mother Earth Foods. Shop with confidence.
This morning in Marietta, a veteran turns the key on a dream come true. A business on Front Street celebrates over 70 years of service to the community. In Williamstown, an entrepreneur is reshaping life on the Ohio River, and a family finally has a place to call home. Like the pioneers before us, reach for the stars, believe in the impossible.
To the second quarter, Brian Guthrie, Joe Oliverio. 5 on the floor for the Crusaderettes. Sampson, Mary to Cody Ruth, Thorne, Lang, and D'Angelo. Pickens, Haught, Burt, Landis, and Bunch, your 5 Yellowjackets on the floor.
Good job there, Mr. Guthrie.
Thank you. I've seen these teams once or twice.
Oh, okay.
D'Angelo will drive in against Pickens, and she will be blocked. And Faith collects it right after that and starts up the offense for Williamstown. Bunch into the front court.
Okay.
Landis to Bunch, working it around the outside.
Looks like a little 1-3-1.
Pickens and Burt, the 2 post players. Catholic can't really match up against them, so they're trying to keep them out of the lane as much as they can. Here's Landis cutting inside. Blocked by Seneca Lang. And Lang off and running, 1-on-3 break. Off glass and can't get it to go. And Pickens collects another rebound. But hounded in the backcourt. Now Haught will push into the front. Landis fires underneath to Burt. And a foul.
D'Angelo's going to pick up her 3rd.
Oh, my. Yep, Izzy D'Angelo with her 3rd foul, first team foul. And she's going to have to come out. We will see Annie to Cody Ruth for the first time. Mary, a senior, Annie, a freshman for the Crusaderettes. Inbound to Arissa Burt is caught up, stuck in the wickets, out of bounds. Turnover to Catholic. Crusaderettes trailing by 3. Trying to get something going. Mary to Cody Ruth, works against Riley Landis, senior on senior. Now out to Morgan Sampson. Leaving Sampson alone out beyond the arc. Not likely to shoot it out there. She's going to drive in. Nice step off glass and can't get it to go. And Pickens clears it again. Lady Jackets want to run. Here's Landis. Thought about the 3. Goes baseline. And is going to be fouled by Seneca Lang and go to the line. That is going to be Lang's first foul, team foul number 2. Riley Landis led the way with 19 points in Williamstown's win over Mingo Central, going 5 of 8 from 3-point range.
Wow. Her first free throw's up and miss.
7 in the first quarter for Riley. And missed them both. But Williamstown keeps it. Here's Pickens from the elbow. That's off the mark. Annie to Cody Ruth will track it down and get it over to her sister Mary. Wing shot is no shot, and a foul underneath as Annie to Cody Ruth went to the floor. White 12, that is going to be Riley Landis.
Picks up her 2nd. Yeah, she just pushed through that screen that she didn't know was there.
Thorne into Mary to Cody Ruth to Seneca Lang. Lang checked out there by Haught. Drives in, dumps it off to Annie to Cody Ruth. Her floater is off the mark. Bunch pulls it away. Fires into the front court to Landis. Thought she was going to pull the trigger, but she doesn't. Working it back to her. Underneath the Haught. Tries to go around Lang. And I think they're going to whistle Lang for another foul. Seneca Lang going to pick up 2 quick ones here in the second quarter. 17-14.
Yeah, it looks like right now just Williamstown's just playing a whole lot more physical than Catholic.
Landis just about went up with it, didn't she? Back out top to Bunch between the circles. Working against Sampson, into the corner to Landis. Now to a cutting Pickens at the elbow. Turnaround from her is off the mark. Annie to Cody Ruth with the rebound. Trying to get clear of Arissa Burt. And she does. Mary to Cody Ruth. Into the offensive end for Parkersburg Catholic. To Morgan Sampson.
Bam, illegal screen. Mary to Cody Ruth's going to pick up her second.
You saw that? Well, what are you looking for as an official?
You had a cutter that was going, didn't have any space and distance, and she just put a body check on her.
Just right into the boards, huh?
Didn't even have to have it recorded yet. I was like, okay, that's an illegal screen. Time and distance come into play.
Lobbed it into Burt. Too far into the basket, has to come back out. Landis, top of the key for three. Off the mark. Put back by Pickens is there. She's got 8, her first bucket of the quarter. Lead back out to 5. Same play here for Sampson, and she will get blocked again by Faith Pickens. And it's Crusaderettes, it's been their problem for years, is they have no post presence. They have no bigs.
Now, and plus they're just getting pushed around in there as well.
And, Faith Pickens will check out Akaya Miller back into the game. Not since there was, Faith back in and Annabelle Hott.
Annabelle Hott out.
Not since there was a Takoti roaming the lane, just Takoti. I think Teresa Takoti was the last one. As Parkersburg Catholic had a real post player. Seneca Lang got loose, off glass, too strong, won't go. Pickens, another rebound. She's got to be close to double figures in that
She's got
category.
Bird over in the corner.
Burt curls in and will draw the foul. That's going to be on Annie to Cody Ruth. 23, yep. Her first. Team foul number 5. And Arissa Burt back to the line, 2 of 4 tonight. Spins that one in. Shoot. My scorekeeping just went sideways.
I got you.
Missed the second.
Missed the second one.
Crusaderettes clear it. Jocelyn Thorne to push it up the floor with 4:20 to go in this opening half. Williamstown pushed the lead out to 6. Crusaderettes trying to answer. Lang trying to find some space against Burt. Hands it off to Thorne. Thorne has been quiet thus far. Lang out top of the key.
Looks like Riley Landis is pretty much trying to stay with Mary to Cody Ruth. Almost like a zone and a
Yeah, it's just, yeah, you 4 go play over there.
And
here's Lang for 3, off the mark, and Pickens bullies her way to another rebound. One Crusaderette down on the floor, so there are numbers for Williamstown. Here's Landis, her shot off the mark. Pickens spins it up and in. 10 points now for Faith Pickens, and the lead largest to the game at 8. Crusaderettes need some points on this possession. Sampson thought she got some space. Will turn it around. Off the mark again, and the Crusaderettes, so actually, I was going to say one and done, but got it back.
That has been the case most of this game already.
Thorne drives in, can't get it to go, but draws the foul.
It's going to be on 3.
Quinn Bunch.
Bunch picks up her second.
Team second. Puts Jocelyn Thorne back on the line. She is 2 of 2 from the stripe. 4 points tonight for the senior. Why is it so quiet in here when teams are shooting free throws?
Then we got the same little 4 kids who just keep running back and forth. It's like you see them in your peripheral out of here, and it's like, what's going on?
Annie to Cody Ruth out. Meg Rodesheimer back in for Parkersburg Catholic. As Thorne hits the second one, she's got 6 points in the game.
8 of the 16 points have come from the free throw lane for the Crusaderettes tonight.
Anna Cosner back into the game for Williamstown, and she will run the point. As Bunch checks out. Akaya Miller into the game, too.
Cody Ruth trying to guard Pickens again down low.
Miller for 3 from the wing. That is short. Thorne and Burt collide for the rebound. And I believe they're going to whistle Arissa Burt.
Pick up her second.
Those girls play travel ball together.
But she didn't mean to.
She helped Jocelyn back up off the floor. They play travel ball together.
Okay.
So. Meg Rodersheimer back out. Izzy D'Angelo and her 3 fouls check back into the game.
Back in
Parkersburg Catholic.
2:46 left in the second. She can't afford to pick up another one before half.
No. Izzy D'Angelo out top for Parkersburg Catholic. Will try to drive in against Pickens. Tries to get her in the air. Shot misdirected. Izzy's looking for a foul and not going to get it. Annabelle Haught coming back the other way to a trailing Cosner, and she will set up the offense. Miller on the wing. Down low to Haught. Knocked away. Collects it back. Gets a shot up. Won't go. Pickens cleans it up, but it won't go. Slapped out.
Ruth slaps it out.
Just trying to get it away from Pickens underneath. Landis will drive in. That layup won't go. Miller saves it off the end line. And Williamstown keeps the possession going. And Coach Saar over there screaming for a timeout for Williamstown. Going to call a 30.
30-second timeout.
First time out of the game for Williamstown, and he was going crazy over there.
And it was like, you think the ball's going out of bounds, I slap it back in. You think Crusaderettes would get it, all of a sudden the Jackets got it. Take another crazy shot, nothing. Slap it out of bounds. Nope, it's stuck in play. So it just kept going that way.
Married to Cody Ruth and Jocelyn Thorne, both with 6 points for Parkersburg Catholic. Riley Landis with 7, Faith Pickens with 10, Arissa Burt with 5, leading the way for Williamstown. Akaya Miller will inbound it right in front of us. And into Anna Cosner out top. Checked by Sampson to Miller on the wing. Lob it underneath to Pickens. Has it knocked away by Mary to Cody Ruth. Nice defense. To Cody Ruth will go into the lane. Floater won't go. And Pickens with the rebound. Parkersburg Catholic has missed about 6 shots.
Bunnies.
From 3 feet. 90 seconds left in the first half. Haught lobs it into Pickens. Off glass and good. That's going to be a recurring theme for Williamstown. Has been so far. Married to Cody Ruth tries a stutter step. Kicks it over to Jocelyn Thorne. Thorne's going to back it out. Cosner pokes it away. It's coming right for us.
No.
Under a minute to go in the quarter. Thorne trying to get some space out to Sampson for 3. Too strong. Haught skies for the rebound with 45 on the clock. Miller will push down the other way. Pull up from the elbow. Won't go. Seneca Lang with the rebound and going to be fouled by Annabelle Haught. Haught's second, team's fourth. D'Angelo in for Rodersheimer for the offensive end. Meg just coming in to spell Izzy to make sure she doesn't get a defensive foul.
No.
40 seconds. You hold for
your height and presence on the offensive end.
Try and sit on this or just take the first open shot you get. Nice cut to D'Angelo. Off glass, won't go. Knocked out of bounds, and it'll go with Williamstown. Never mind, I answered my own question.
I think what you wanted there was they would kind of like take the 30 seconds, go in, figure it out, but D'Angelo had a nice shot. It just happened to not go in.
D'Angelo for Rodersheimer again. As Izzy D'Angelo, senior for Parkersburg Catholic, playing with 3 fouls here the first half. 24-16 Williamstown. Haught to Pickens. Back out to Miller. She'll fire the 3, too strong. Haught knocks the rebound out. Landis will put it back up. That one's an air ball. Saved in by Catholic, but saved to Williamstown, and Landis will fire another one, and this one finally goes. Riley Landis with 10 points, and that is how the first half is going to end.
It's her second 3.
And out to 11 points is the lead for Williamstown, 27-16. We'll take a timeout, do some math, come back, get you ready for the second half. Great LKC matchup here tonight. 27-16 Yellowjackets leading the Crusaderettes. You're watching high school basketball on CAS 45.
I was in a traffic accident. I went from working 70 to 80 hours a week to all of a sudden being stuck with 2 broken legs in a wheelchair. The scariest thing in my life. I thought I was just going to be alone, start losing everything that I've worked so hard for my family. And when I met Jim Staley, he sat me down, we were able to talk, he was very nice, explained to me the process we were going to take and how he was going to be able to help me and my family going forward. And the fact that somebody will fight for you is pretty inspiring.
Don't get stuck on the road after an accident or breakdown. Call Westfall Towing. We specialize in recovery, roadside assistance, jump starts, tire changes, lockouts, and more. Our fleet is fully equipped to handle any towing job, from passenger cars to heavy machinery. If you're in an accident, request Westfall Towing. Proudly serving Washington County and the surrounding area 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 740-525-9240.
I think that where you choose to bank matters when you look at the services and our opportunity to give back.
Williamstown Bank puts a high-end coffee shop in a bank. They pay for the employment, for all the product. Not $1 that the Giving Cup takes in stays here at Williamstown Bank. It goes to help nonprofits that are trying to make a difference in our community.
Come to Williamstown Bank and get a cup of coffee. It's that simple.
Basketball has arrived. We've moved you. Now you feel it. We're an unflinching, undeniable force.
Just can't say enough. Everything just has a single strap.
Unstoppable! That's our move. A new season of women's college hoops on the networks of ESPN.
On a really cold morning, your furnace quits. Then what? Call the team that's always ready. Morrison Incorporated, 373-5869. I'm David Haas. We promise a fast response and the right Bryant system for your home. Morrison and Bryant, whatever it takes. Winter, not the time for furnace failure. If it happens to you, one call to 373-5869 will bring a Morrison Pro to your door. I'm David Haas. We are the most trusted name in home comfort, and we're always ready. Morrison Incorporated in Bryant, whatever it takes.
Crazy Bone Pet Spa is thrilled to offer a new and improved outdoor play yard. Your pup will enjoy room to run and play on luxurious pet-friendly turf without the dirty paws to track home. Play hard without the mess at Crazy Bone Pet Spa, 19th and Garfield Avenue, Parkersburg. Have that good dog you've always wanted. Crazy Bone Pet Spa now offers obedience training by AKC-approved CGC evaluators. Class size is limited, so don't sit, don't stay. Call today to register. Crazy Bone Pet Spa, 19th and Garfield Avenue, Parkersburg.
Jeremiah's Coffee House, now at 165 Front Street in downtown Marietta, is more than just the best coffee in town. We have a full menu of locally sourced homemade soups, sandwiches, and salads. Plus, all of our items are gluten-free or have gluten-free options, including our delicious desserts. Stop by the new location and spend some time outside on the patio. And of course, we have the highest quality coffee around. Stop by and see us today, or check us out online at jeremiahscoffeehouse.com.
I was out doing this one day, then this happened. Not cool. So I went to Murray's. Talked to Dennis. He rocks. Like, he literally rocks. They got me fixed up super fast, hassle-free. It was awesome. That's why I keep going back. When glass breaks, call Murray's.
Murray's will replace damaged insulated residential glass and a 10-year guarantee on seals from the manufacturer. Replacement units are made right here in the USA. Murray's, your trusted source for replacement glass for 75 years.
Rivertown Grill in Williamstown is now open for lunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Enjoy your meal and the warm weather on our outdoor patio. We have all your lunch favorites, like sandwiches, salads, wings, burgers, and more. Be sure to follow us on Facebook for our weekly food specials. Join us soon for lunch on Saturday and Sunday at Rivertown Grill in Williamstown.
Back here in Williamstown at the half, it is Williamstown 27, Parkersburg Catholic 16. Ryan Guthrie, Joe Oliverio here. Scoring-wise for Williamstown, it's been the Faith Pickens show, 12 points, and I think all of that has come from right underneath the basket. Riley Landis has 10 points, a couple of triples. Arissa Burt with 5, and those are the only 3 Lady Jackets to have scored.
Right.
Parkersburg Catholic, on the other hand, 6 points from Mary Takoti Ruth, 6 points from Jocelyn Thorne, 2 from Morgan Sampson, 2 from Seneca Lang, 4, 6, 8 for 8 from the free throw line are the Crusaderettes.
That's half of their points have come from the free throw lane.
But I was about ready to say, we were 17-14 after the first quarter, 27-16, a 2-point second quarter.
Crusaders that made 2 in that second quarter. They just had a tough time getting the ball into the post for a shot. The outside shot wasn't going. Foul-wise, Bunch, Landis, Hott, and Burt each have 2 for the Yellowjackets, but over there on the Crusaderette side, probably the thing that's the noticed is Izzy D'Angelo has 3. Sonora Lang has 2. Mary Takoti Ruth has 2. And she's trying hard to stay with Landis, and that's not working. So
yeah,
they need Mary to be able to at least score and not pick up a real quick 3rd foul or 4th foul.
Yeah, Parkersburg Catholic's finding themselves offensively challenged here the last couple of games. St. Mary's held them to 10 points in the first half last week in what was their first loss of the season to the Blue Devils, and now only 16 in this first half against Williamstown. So, all right, put your coach hat on. What adjustments are we making for each squad?
Well, as far as the Yellowjackets, they just got to keep doing what they're doing. Plus, they're doing a great job of getting the rebound, putting it back up, or staying down there when Catholic tries to bat the ball back in to start their break, and it's not happening because the Yellowjackets are there. Poor Coach Vierheller, you know, he moved Takoti out front, Takoti Ruth out front, and that kind of freed her up from some of that contested battle underneath. But there was no one else then to go back underneath. Rodesheimer tried, Sister Takoti Ruth tried, and there's just no answer. If the Yellowjackets just keep pushing the ball into the post, I'm afraid the score is going to separate even more.
I was going to say, at what point there's other than fouling, there's not, you know, somebody's got 8 inches on you. There's just not anything you can do about that.
And it seems like the Yellowjackets are causing the Crusaderettes to play faster than maybe what the Crusaderettes want to do. Like you said, we're going down here, we're getting one shot and then a rebound. Jackets are pushing it up. Maybe Crusaderettes need to slow this thing down and really work for a better shot or a foul, because we know at the free throw lane they can score.
At the free throw line they've been on the money, but boy, I know
maybe
Coach.
That's why at 1:49 left, the Yellowjackets are out here shooting, and Coach Vierheller has his team.
Yeah, Coach V is known to wait until the last minute to come out with his halftime adjustments, as he's very good at making adjustments at the half. But how many points did they leave on the glass?
Last time you and I were together, I went home and somebody said, "Hey, so what's a bunny in basketball?" And it's like, man, it's a 2-foot shot that should go in.
Yeah, it should be a warm-up shot. It's you know, you're literally right there. The basket's right there.
And there's a white square. Throw the ball into the square, it bounces into the hole.
Yeah. So, I mean, some of their you know, shots going in there are kind of out of control and wild and contested and whatnot.
Hey,
but they've had at least 4 wide open good looks from 2 feet and just haven't gotten them in.
Haven't got them in. So maybe those will start falling. Hey, as the Crusaderettes, we're getting ready to start here. The next game is next Saturday at home versus Wahama.
Yes.
And that's going to be a special night. I don't know that we've mentioned that. Several of the former players for the Crusaderettes are coming back to kind of honor Coach Wilt. They're also going to retire. Sarah Takoti's retiring her jersey number that night.
Neat.
So if you're interested in some tradition that really goes well at Catholic, go to that game and see the honoring of Coach Wilt by his former players, as well as the retiring of the jersey.
Coach Vierheller, a longtime assistant for Coach Wilt, and since took over the program from him, has added another state championship to the rows of banners. 10-time state champion, our Parkersburg Catholic. Only been playing basketball there for about 51 years. 10-time state champion.
So referee Shalley gives the ball to Landis, who inbounds it, and all of a sudden,
Jackets will try to get it underneath to Burt, but stolen away by Parkersburg Catholic. Just underway here in the second half.
Jocelyn Thorne with the ball out front.
Here's Seneca Lang. Out to Morgan Sampson. Sampson will curl in, out to Lang. Thought about the shot from the wing.
At perimeter.
I think they're trying to get Pickens out of the post, so maybe they can get a better look. Now Pickens on the switch will take Lang. Lang off the dribble, can't get it to go.
Rebound
Arissa Burt with the rebound. There's Quinn Bunch bringing it up the floor for Williamstown. Akaya Miller to Arissa Burt. Lob in to Pickens. 3 Crusaderettes underneath there and a whistle. And we'll see Pickens go to the line for only the second time tonight. 0 for 1 from the stripe. 22 Morgan Sampson, her first, team's first. 12 points for Faith Pickens. And she continues to be cold from the stripe. Izzy D'Angelo in, Meg Rodesheimer back out for Parkersburg Catholic. And that time Pickens got the lob inside. 3 blue jerseys.
3 went. Second one is good.
Crusaderettes will jog it up the floor. Morgan Sampson running the point for Parkersburg Catholic, as now Mary Takoti Ruth is running the baseline for the Crusaderettes. Seneca Lang from the elbow. Too strong. Pickens with the rebound.
And with the Crusaderettes running that three-point perimeter line, they don't have a rebound if that ball misses.
Landis can't get it to go. Knocked out of bounds. It stays with Williamstown. Landis saw a crack, went baseline, but D'Angelo knocks it out of bounds. Lady Jackets inbounding underneath their own basket. Lobbed out top to Akaya Miller, but knocked away by Jocelyn Thorne. Miller will chase it down, but throws it away into the front court. Mary Takoti Ruth, pull-up jumper. Won't go.
You thought you were going to get the bounce. It's good.
Yep.
It's like the coach who goes, no. Oh, yeah, good shot.
That's exactly what I wanted. Stays with the Crusaderettes on the out of bounds. Here's Lang on the block against Burt. Started to back in, now we'll kick it back out. Izzy D'Angelo will take a charge at Faith Pickens. Throws it over the hoop. Landis lost it. Mary Takoti Ruth jumped on it, and it'll be Williamstown ball. Quinn Bunch to walk it up the floor. Freshman point guard. Shown a lot of skill here in this freshman year.
And a lot of basketball knowledge or intensity.
High basketball IQ.
There you go. That's the word I was looking for.
Miller for 3 off the mark. Jocelyn Thorne back the other way for Parkersburg Catholic. Drops it to Lang. And now Mary Takoti Ruth between the circles to start it back up against Riley Landis. Hands off to Sampson. To Lang. Crusaderettes trying to get a screen here or there, I believe. There's Sampson. She'll curl it in, goes off her foot, but saved by Jocelyn Thorne in front of the Crusaderette bench. Thorne will put up a wild shot, but will get fouled and go to the line, but she is down on the floor. Taking a shot.
Miller, foul on her. That's her first.
And Jocelyn Thorne on her feet. She's holding her ribs. A kick to the torso, I believe. And she will get herself to the line to shoot 2.
We won't say that.
You can say it.
No, because they need the points.
Jeez, you're some benevolent Joe over here. It's the first.
It's the first.
Thorne now with 7 points, Annie Cody Ruth into the game for Izzy D'Angelo for Parkersburg Catholic. Annabelle Hott into the game for Akaya Miller. Thorne misses the second one.
5 of 6 from the free throw line.
Hott to Burt, running the floor. She'll go off glass, and a block going to be called on Morgan Sampson. That'll be her second. Team foul number 2, and it's going to put Arissa Burt back to the line. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 of 6 is Arissa Burt tonight with 5 points. Her shot from the free throw line does not look comfortable.
No.
It's the second. Lead out to 12 for the Yellowjackets. So we close in on 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Parkersburg Catholic trying to get some points, trying to get something going here. Seneca Lang over to Jocelyn Thorne. She will go high off the back of the rim, no good. Annabelle Hott with the rebound for Williamstown. Bunch pushes up into the front court. There's Burt on the wing. Out top to Pickens. Now back to Bunch. She will fire a long three and nails it.
From the state logo over there in front of the.
First bucket of the game for Quinn Bunch.
I guess if you got to have a first bucket.
That's a good one.
28-footer's a good one.
She had to load up and launch that one. 15-point lead for Williamstown. Annie Cody Ruth for 3. That is off the mark, and Hott with that rebound. One and done for the Crusaderettes. No offensive rebounding
like how
really
the
to speak of.
Yellowjackets just.
And Arissa Burt goes in off glass, good, and will be fouled. 23, Annie Cody Ruth will get her second, you were saying? You like how the Yellowjackets.
That shot goes up, and 3 Yellowjackets converge in the post down there, blocking out. So no chance of a rebound coming to the Crusaderettes.
Full timeout called by Parkersburg Catholic. Coach Vierheller has seen enough that he wants to go over things with his girls as the lead has ballooned out here to 17 points.
You noticed Crusaderettes running that ball right around the three-point arc the whole way, trying to get a shot down inside.
Next time we are on the air, we're back at the Fieldhouse for boys basketball. Tuesday the 23rd, as the Big Reds will host the Cougars from Capitol High School. Make sure you join us for that here on CAS 45, on our CAS Cable Facebook page, or on our YouTube page. Just search for CAS Media. Brian Guthrie, Joe Oliverio courtside here. This LKC showdown between a couple of top 10 Class AA schools. Williamstown vaulted to number 3 after knocking off previous number 3 Mingo Central. Beat them handily, too, Saturday.
Coach Sarro was telling me what it was like to play in like the Logan Fieldhouse, all the tradition from.
I believe the Williamstown boys are headed down for a tournament at the Logan Fieldhouse.
They are as well.
So Burt to complete the three-point play, and she does. 9 points tonight for Arissa Burt. D'Angelo from the wing, off the mark. Nothing but white jerseys under there to collect the rebound.
It is interesting. As quick as the Jackets get that rebound, they're looking for Bunch. I mean,
so tell me, as a, I guess, put your player hat on.
That's why I reffed. I couldn't.
Yeah, you go. You know, at what point is it? You know, for Parkersburg Catholic, they're just not getting any points. As Bunch loads up another one, and Sampson's going to be called for a foul, and Bunch is going to shoot 3. Morgan Sampson picks up her 3rd foul, and Quinn Bunch will go to the line for the first time tonight.
I guess knowing that Bunch hit that 3 from
You gotta
that
close
state
out on it.
logo
Yeah.
all the way out there the last time, you didn't want to do that.
But
first one's up and good.
You know, at what point do you start pushing too hard to try and get a basket if you're Parkersburg Catholic?
I think they're in that state right now.
Bunch misses the 2nd.
Because some of the patience of what they're trying to do, you can see they try to dump it down in there, and that's when the Jackets converge on it. So you're not getting an easy shot. Makes 2 of 3 for 5 points for Bunch.
And the lead is out to 20 for Williamstown. 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter.
I would imagine Coach Sorrow will probably finish out maybe this quarter with the players here and then start to get some of the other ladies on the bench some playing time.
Sampson goes underneath and is going to be fouled, I believe, by Haught.
Yep. Annabelle Haught picking up her 3rd.
That'll put Morgan Sampson on the line. Morgan had a couple of points back in the 1st. Both from the line. She's 2 of 2.
Yes, 2 of 2. 3 of 3.
Listen, it makes me way too important to think I could curse anybody.
You curse.
Haught is out. Anna Cosner back in for Williamstown. Morgan misses the 2nd one. Bunch to push it back the other way for Williamstown.
10 of 12 from the free throw lane for the Crusaderettes.
But the shooting from the floor has been atrocious.
And it's only been Mary Takoti Ruth with 2 threes. So there's your 18 points.
Thorne has a layup.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, so three field goals. Oh, my. When you say it out loud, it's just that much worse. And I believe that's going to go on Izzy D'Angelo. That'll be her 4th, and Arissa Burt is going to go back to the line again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of 10 from the stripe. Sampson out. Meg Rodersheimer came in, I think. And Burt, 50% from the line again. Lead back out to 20 for Williamstown.
I'm certainly no coach, but I think if Arissa Burt would slow down her free throw. She seems to rush that shot up, and that dribble, rush that shot.
Mary Takoti Ruth inbound in front of her own bench. And Coach V calls timeout right before. She got it in before beat the count, but I think Coach V was keeping track of that himself. They call a 30-second?
Yes.
Okay. Second timeout called by Parkersburg Catholic this evening.
Had a chance at halftime to go talk to Mike DeRose, principal of Parkersburg Catholic, sitting there at the end of the bench of the Crusaders.
Are you still working? Even at halftime, you're working the crowd?
I want our audience to get their money's worth. Longtime educator, administrator in Wood County Schools, retired, and like some people, comes out of retirement.
Just suck at retirement. How many times you retired? Like 3 now?
Well, but it's still a work in progress. Yeah, I think he's in his 3rd year. He offered to give him 3 years. So if there's a Catholic out there that's interested in being a principal, they're looking they're looking for one.
They got a placeholder right now. Mary Takoti Ruth will try to go baseline, forces a shot up and gets it to go. Her first bucket of the second half. She's got 8.
Yeah, that's one of the stipulations of being a principal at Parkersburg Catholic is you need to be Catholic.
Got to be Catholic. Well, I'm out.
I can do it.
You're not doing nothing.
No.
Here's Bunch. Out top to Cosner. Over to Landis.
Yellowjackets don't look like in any hurry.
Burt will try. I don't know if it was a pass or if it got knocked away, but I think we're going to get our first
held ball.
First tie-up of the game.
That is.
And arrow goes with the Crusaderettes. Morgan Sampson and Seneca Lang will check out for the first time tonight, I believe. Riley Landis just checking the inbound, and then we'll bail out. Minute 15 left here in the third quarter. It's been all Williamstown tonight. Parkersburg Catholic, no answer for the Williamstown post players, and have not been able to get a clean shot on the offensive end. Going to be on the floor, or they're going to put her on the line. Jocelyn Thorne's going to draw contact and go to the line again.
Quinn picks up her third.
Jocelyn Thorne back to the line to shoot some more free throws. 5 of 6 tonight from the stripe is senior Jocelyn Thorne. Make it 6 of 7. Akaya Miller in, Arissa Burt out for the Lady Jackets. 1 minute even on the clock here in the third. Thorne hits them both. Yeah, if there's a bright point, the Crusaderettes have hit their free throws tonight. Miller, her pass is picked off. Married to Cody Ruth. Pushing the other way, Morgan Sampson from the wing. In and out, no good. We've seen about 4 shots go halfway down the cylinder and come back out.
Crusaderettes are 12 of 14 from the free throw lane.
Landis thought about it, back out to bunch. She thought about it. Now around to Cosner. Jackets in no hurry here. Cosner going to step on the end line.
Ball got batted there by Mary Cody Ruth. Cosner tried to get the handle back on it, but had her feet on the out of bounds. So.
We'll see our other twin tower for Parkersburg Catholic. Meg Rodersheimer checks out. Tess Rodersheimer into the game for the first time. D'Angelo top of the key. That one won't go. And Pickens another rebound. She's got to be an easy double-double.
10 seconds.
Miller long jumper is an air ball. Knocked out of bounds by a Crusaderette. I thought Pickens got a hand on it, but it stays with Williamstown with 2 seconds on the clock. Landis into Pickens, and they won't even get a shot off. So after 3 quarters, it's Williamstown 38, Parkersburg Catholic 22. We'll go to the fourth next. You're watching high school basketball on CAS 45.
At Cox Family Pharmacy, we're always looking for ways to serve our community, and we're happy to announce that we've opened our new location in Williamstown. Stop in and see the difference a locally owned pharmacy can make. We'll see you soon at Cox Family Pharmacy in Williamstown. We're trusted.
I tell you what, being at JR's Pepperoni World feels great.
Do you know why?
Delicious bread filled with tasty pepperoni.
Oh, I know why.
Plus in the cheese, regular or hot pepper. It's a fantastic.
I said I know why.
Okay, why?
Because that's how we roll. Get it? That's how we roll? Because we're pepperoni rolls?
Really? That's what you wanted to say.
How we roll.
Cox Family Pharmacy is here to save you the stress of knowing what pills to take and when with our pill packing service. You have a pharmacy staff that knows you with the experience to make it easy. Let us help you with our weekly pill packs. Cox Family Pharmacy, we're trusted.
38-22 as we go to the fourth. Parkersburg Catholic has struggled to score. 14 points in the first quarter. Only 2 in the second,
but 6.
And 6 in the third. Landis in front of the Williamstown bench, out to Arissa Burt. Back to Bunch. Thorne kept her from pulling the trigger on that one.
You know, you talked about how many the Crusaderettes scored each quarter.
Foul underneath.
Faith Pickens picks up her first. but I don't see that the Yellowjackets really did anything to stop the Crusaderettes from scoring. After, got 14 in the first quarter, then 2, then 6. It's not like the Yellowjackets changed any kind of style.
No, it's just they can't hit a shot to save their lives. D'Angelo got loose on the baseline, and she rolls one up and in.
That's her first bucket.
That is Izzy's first points of the game. Landis for 3. That's short. Falls right to Thorne. Thorne tried to push it, has to slow it up a little bit. And D'Angelo, another short jumper, and that's good. Izzy D'Angelo back-to-back baskets for Parkersburg Catholic in the first minute of the fourth.
Just enough to get the Crusaderette crowd a little more involved right now.
The lead at 20 at one point, now down to 12. Pickens for 3, shorts it. Comes out to Mary Cody Ruth. Cody Ruth has to spin around, has it blocked, now knocked away from her, and the Jackets have it. And it's Burt, 1-on-2 on the other end. And she will roll it home. And timeout, Williamstown.
I liked how Arissa Burt went in there with her left hand. You don't usually see that sometimes with right-handed shooters.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I wouldn't have gone in there with my left hand.
Like
no way.
So it was like, okay, you got to break away, 1-on-2. What's going to happen here? I'm going in with my left.
Arissa Burt now with 12 points on the game for the talented sophomore. But it's
even scoring. Like you said, you got Riley Landis sitting there with 10, Burt with 12, Faith Pickens with 13. Very even scoring there.
Yeah, they spread it around. But is it still, there's only 4 of them that have scored. Yeah, there's only 4 Yellowjackets that have scored. Of all the ones that have played, only 4 have scored. Akaya Miller has not scored. Anna Cosner has not scored. Annabelle Hott has not scored. Parkersburg Catholic, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, have only 6 made baskets this whole game.
And 2 of those are coming from Izzy D'Angelo
in the last 30 seconds. It'll be Landis, Burt, Bunch, Hott, and Pickens out of the timeout for Williamstown. Lang, Thorne, D'Angelo, Mary Cody Ruth, and Sampson for Parkersburg Catholic. Landis, some token pressure here.
I'll say, that was interesting.
Parkersburg Catholic went full-on press break, but there was only one Yellowjacket back there. Thorne out top, checked by Bunch, senior on freshman. Now backed out to Morgan Sampson. She'll be blocked on her jumper from the free throw line, and it's Williamstown ball. Burt out top. Izzy D'Angelo playing with 4 fouls for Parkersburg Catholic. Bunch got past Thorne, out to Hott for 3. Big rainbow, not there. And Thorne is going to try and push the issue going the other way. Corner to Sampson, underneath to Lang. Pickens with a flyby.
Oh, nice. Seneca Lang picks up her first bucket.
Her first field goal of the game. She's got 4 points. Lead back down to 12. Again, Williamstown led by as many as 20. And Mary Cody Ruth picks off a lazy pass, and she will lay it up and in on the other end. 10 points on the night for Mary Cody Ruth, and it's a 10-point game. 5 minutes to play.
Sometimes it's difficult for a team when they back the pressure off to then put that pressure back on.
Once you turn it down, it's hard to turn it back up. Burt will lob it into Pickens, kicks it back out to Hott. Now to Burt, and if that is on D'Angelo, then she's done. And that will be Izzy D'Angelo's 5th. She's going to foul out with 4 points. Replaced by Meg Rodesheimer. Senior Izzy D'Angelo heads to the chairs. 10-point Williamstown lead. First team foul of the fourth quarter. Landis fires it into Burt on the baseline against Rodersheimer. Her shot off the mark. Landis put back off the mark. And Catholic comes out of there with the basketball. Morgan Sampson to Seneca Lang. Off glass and doesn't go in. And she can't believe it. That's at least the fifth one we've seen go halfway down and come out. Are these goals regulation size or what? I feel obligated to say that.
Okay.
I think I get residuals. Maybe. I'll have to look into that. Check with my entertainment lawyer.
From the Spalding Company on the use of appropriate equipment.
Don't forget to use your regulation equipment. Landis will drive in off glass, but fouled. And she'll go to the line to shoot two. Riley Landis, 0 of 2 from the stripe tonight, so I can't jinx her.
Megan Rodersheimer picks up her second.
Team second. Landis 10 points all in the first half, and now with her first point of the second half. Akaya Miller is in for Arissa Burt for the Lady Jackets. And
timeout coming by the Crusaderettes.
Coach V will call his second full timeout. Still has a 60 and a 30 left. Coach Sorrow with 2 60s and a 30 left. Brian Guthrie, Joe Oliverio, courtside here in Williamstown.
Courtside.
As I mentioned, yeah, on court. Full house here in Williamstown for
nice.
this game.
I saw St. Mary's had some coaches up in the far right corner behind our back.
St. Mary's already played Parkersburg Catholic, still to play Williamstown one more time. They wouldn't see Catholic again until sectionals or regionals. But yeah, when St. Mary's and Parkersburg Catholic were playing last week, almost the entire Williamstown team and coaching staff were in the stands watching the game.
Well, and I think that's a tribute to Catholic and Williamstown. Is coaches are class acts. They've got their teams trying to display the same thing. Want to get out, see the competition, know what's coming at them. Try to be as prepared as you can.
So out of the Parkersburg Catholic timeout, Riley Landis will be at the line to shoot one more.
One of 3 goes to 2 of 4.
And she will push the lead back to 12 for Williamstown. Catholic now in shouting distance, so they're going to press the issue a little bit here on offense. Renewed vigor, it looks like, for the Crusaderettes. Seneca Lang, as Jocelyn Thorne goes to the floor. Lang goes to the rack. No good. She's going to go to the line, but Jocelyn Thorne went to the floor hard again. She's already been down on the floor a couple of times. Took a hard shot. That foul is going to go on
Faith Pickens.
Faith Pickens, her second, team second. And Seneca Lang back to the line for the second time tonight. Hit a couple back in the first half. 4 points for the sophomore, and that's where it'll stay for the time being. And you can see the look on Jocelyn Thorne's face as she walks into the backcourt. She's just
like, what can we do?
She's burnt out.
And
Lang gets the second one to go.
Picks up her 5th point for the evening. 3:30 left.
11-point lead for Williamstown. Akaya Miller lost the handle on it. Picked by Lang, ahead to Thorne. Has it knocked away, and they're going to call that a shooting foul?
Yep.
Wow. And that'll be the 4th on Annabelle Hott. And Jocelyn Thorne will go back to the charity stripe for the 5th time. Only has 1 made basket tonight. Everything else has come from the free throw line. 9 points. Missed the first. Crusaderettes got to get their points when the clock is stopped, and she does this time. Lead back down to 10. And we're going to see some pressure here from the Crusaderettes. Not a lot, because they've got some girls in foul trouble. Here's Pickens at the elbow. Back out to Landis. Now to Bunch. Thorne tries to jump the pass. Here's Akaya Miller. Knocked away from Bunch. She retreats to get it in the backcourt. Under 3 minutes to go. Riley Landis now.
Yellowjackets are not in a hurry to try to get the ball to the basket.
Trying to play some keep away here. Here's a Kaya Miller underneath, and that's going to be a travel. And she has had a horrendous game here tonight.
Really?
Kaya, scoreless, has made a couple bad passes and a couple of turnovers here tonight.
Do you think it's the fact that she's playing Catholic?
Maybe these girls know how to play her a little bit.
Well, maybe trying to show her former
Yeah, pushing a little too hard. Lang will go up with a wild layup and missed everything. 2.5 to go. And this is where Williamstown, scouting that St. Mary's game, saw how St. Mary's spread the floor. They literally used every inch of real estate to kill the clock in that game. Parkersburg Catholic, Coach Vierheller, I would presume, has come up with a plan for it. Mary Takoti Ruth going to be called for a reach against Faith Pickens and put Faith back on the line tonight.
Mary picks up her third. Mary Takoti Ruth.
Pickens with 13 points, only one here in the second half. Miller will check out, Burt back in.
Full timeout called by Coach V. Crusaderettes.
So they'll should have, correct, oh, they're going to go back to a 30. So Catholic still with one full timeout. Williamstown still with 3. 10-point game here. And Coach V trying to strategize something here, Joe. I mean, because they've had open lanes, chances at layups, haven't made them go.
He's working hard with Morgan Simpson and Jocelyn Thorne. So maybe that passing back out toward the front to try to drop it in. Notice we've not seen Mary Takoti Ruth in the post area.
Yeah.
So
Mary has hit 2 3-pointers, but it was back in the first quarter for Parkersburg Catholic, the only threes they have hit tonight. So out of the Catholic timeout, Williamstown will inbound in front of their own bench with a 10-point lead and 2:13 to work with. Bunch into the backcourt. Seneca Lang out there to guard against her. Now to Landis. Here comes Thorne to help with a trap. Handed off to Bunch. Here comes Sampson to help with a trap. They're going to have to leave somebody open if they're going to start double teaming. Williamstown's going to have to find her, or they're just going to play keep away out here between the circles. Landis and Bunch. Now Landis will go over to Burt at the logo and back out to Landis and start it back over again and burn some more time here. 1:45 left. Haught. Ooh, dangerous pass out to Bunch. You can hear it from the crowd too. To Cody Ruth sneaking up from behind, trying to slap it away. No whistle. And now an over and back called on Williamstown. It'll be a turnover. You swallowing your whistle there on that one, Joe? You gonna say anything? You're awful tight-lipped over there. Mister, I want to talk about the officials ain't saying a whole lot.
So,
nothing.
Catholic's gonna
Chicken. Here comes Sampson with the basketball. 90 seconds to go. Crusaderettes are going to have to get a bunch of points in a hurry. And Mary Takoti Ruth trying to dribble some space, work it around. Lang top of the key. Corner to Thorne. Thorne will swing around. Somebody's going to have to shoot the ball. Now Seneca Lang closing in on a minute left. This is taking entirely too long if you're a Crusaderette fan, but she gets the shot off, can't get it to go, but draws the foul. That's going to go on Arissa Burt. It'll be her third, and that will put Seneca Lang on the line. She is 3 of 4 from the stripe tonight. 5 points. Got to score with the clock stopped, and they do.
Back to that play, though, you were trying to get me to talk about. I think Mary Takoti Ruth was told to foul, so she was like fouling 3 different times, and it didn't get called. And then all of a sudden, we got a good one.
Got them both.
So
timeout Catholic with 1:05 to go, and now Catholic is out of timeouts and trails by only 8 here. Again, Williamstown led by as many as 20.
And we saw Mary Takoti Ruth hit 2 threes at the very beginning of the game under a minute. So is that possible?
Mary Takoti Ruth can hit threes. Jocelyn Thorne is an absolute sniper from the wing. If she gets loose in a corner, she can hit a three-pointer like nobody's business. She has not attempted one yet tonight. Those are the only real shooters. Seneca Lang will shoot a three once in a while. Morgan Sampson will shoot a three once in a while. But Mary Cody Ruth and Jocelyn Thorne is who you want to have the basketball if that's the offensive game plan. First and foremost is what you're going to do when you're on defense.
Yeah. Don't let the Yellowjackets run off 30 seconds down here just passing the ball around the perimeter.
3 team fouls for Parkersburg Catholic, so they're going to have to foul twice to start sending the Jackets to the line. Jackets have not been especially productive from the charity stripe, but they've made enough.
They've made enough. 2, 4.
We're going to see a full court press here. Challenging everything. They'll send Meg Rodesheimer into the backcourt to play safety. The rest of the Crusaderettes will try to challenge the Jackets. Jackets break it easily. Landis into the front court. Out to Bunch. Annabelle Haught. And Mary Cody Ruth will cause the foul, her 4th.
And that was a designed foul. Coach is trying to get to that 4th one to get to the 5th one.
4 team fouls for Parkersburg Catholic. One more sends Williamstown to the line. 53 seconds left. Landis lobs it into Burt. Back to Landis. Williamstown trying to play keep away, and they turn it over. Seneca Lang into the front court. Morgan Sampson in the corner to Mary Cody Ruth to Jocelyn Thorne. She will fire that 3. In and out, no good. Pickens with the rebound. Williamstown trying to play keep away here with 35 seconds left. They can keep the ball moving. They can't get fouled. Landis to Haught. Back to Landis to Bunch.
25 seconds.
And Thorne will reach in. That is Jocelyn Thorne's first foul of the night, and it's going to put Quinn Bunch on the line to shoot 2. Bunch 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight. 5 points for the freshman point guard. And we talked earlier in the season, Joe, this is why the 1-and-1 was done away with, was to keep teams from
doing that, because we'd have been shooting free throws like 3 minutes ago if that was the case. So it just caused everybody to play a little better defense.
Bunch hits them both. Lead back out to 10 with under 30 seconds to go. Parkersburg Catholic going to need a miracle. Thorne, top of the key, drives in and is fouled. And Jocelyn Thorne has taken a beating tonight. Quinn Bunch is going to collect her 4th foul. Jocelyn Thorne looks like she's gone about 4 rounds with Mike Tyson.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This will be her 11th and 12th free throw.
Only 1 made field goal for Jocelyn Thorne tonight, back in the first quarter.
And she's sitting with 10 points. Now 11.
9 from the charity stripe.
Coach Veerheller telling his team, don't foul now.
Second one goes with 13 seconds left. We're at 8 points. Coach V's still going to press, trying not to foul, and that's pretty much going to do it. Williamstown is going to set this one out. And it will be an 8-point victory for Williamstown, 44-36. Williamstown runs their record to 10-2. Parkersburg Catholic, their 2nd straight loss. They are now 8-2.
Crusaders picked up 14 points that first quarter and 4th quarter.
First and 4th quarter.
So we just needed a few more points in the 2nd and 3rd.
So Williamstown now 10-2. They will go on the road to Wheeling Central to play the Maroon Knights on Saturday. And then, as you mentioned earlier, this Saturday back at Parkersburg Catholic High School, they will host the Wahama White Falcons, and we'll have a bit of a Crusaderette reunion and an honoring of Coach Dick Wilt and a number retirement for Sarah Takoti. So a lot of stuff going on Saturday at Parkersburg Catholic. Final thoughts tonight, Joe, on this one?
Great ball game. Catholic never say die attitude. Williamstown, just too much for him tonight. I'm sure Coach V will regroup, rebound, and put together a greater element to this thing next time they happen to meet, if they do meet again.
These teams, I believe they have not played at Catholic yet, so they will meet again here in a few weeks.
Coach Sorrow picks up another one to stretch that state record further out there for the next coach who might try to do something like that.
Good game, buddy.
Hey, back at you, my friend.
44-36, your final score for Joe Oliverio. I'm Brian Guthrie, the whole CAS 45 crew. Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.